How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to deal with negative things. If you are someone that is going through something difficult right now, and you're looking for a way through it, you want to shift so that you can live that happy, positive, abundant life, this is going to be the episode for you because we're going to talk about how you actually do that and the steps to move forward. But before we get started, we'll take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So before we dive into this message, I wanted to let you know that I did start a separate podcast. This is going to be a short run of a podcast, but it's focusing specifically on abundance. So if you want to tap into that abundant energy, whether it's finance, experience, whatever you want, go ahead and check it out. There's a link down below, and I'm going to talk about it more at the end of this episode. So how do you make a shift when you're hurting, when you're going through pain, when the world has been rocked and you're not sure how to move forward? How do we do this? One of the biggest things that we have to understand is that perspective is our superpower. When you have true perspective, you can tap into the energy that you wish to receive. Because you have to remember, the world is not as it is. The world is as you are. And everything is existing all at once. Time is an illusion. Everything that you desire, everything you wish to feel is existing at this moment. What you're currently experiencing is a representation of the frequency that you're flowing through. So if you want to tap into something else, we have to learn how to shift our perspective. If you want to shift your perspective in a positive way, gratitude is the tool that gets you there. You see, gratitude is not just saying what you're thankful for. Gratitude is using what you do in a positive way. You see, you are an observer and a creator. And so when you practice gratitude, you are controlling what it is that you observe so that you can create what it is that you want. You are always creating. You cannot stop it. You subconsciously are always observing. You can control that. You can shift your focus, and gratitude is how you get there. So if you're going through something, maybe you just lost your job, maybe you lost a loved one, maybe you're going through an illness, maybe you're going through a hard time in your relationship, maybe it's financial, whatever it is that you're going through, if you want to change your experience, you have to figure out a way to find the good. You see, the good doesn't have to be relative to you. The good can exist anywhere. You can look even into the future and think about the good that will come from the experience that you're in, even if you have to create this in your head, the wisdom that you'll be able to share with someone in the future that could possibly help them handle the situation that you're currently going through. And if they could handle it in a different way because you were able to pass wisdom, that's a good thing. Stay in that moment. You can look anywhere and find something good. It's a choice to exercise this power. When you're hurting, you're most likely hyper-focused on the thing that's causing the pain. The more we focus on the thing that's causing the pain, the more that becomes our reality. This earth, this life, is not meant to be anything more than an opportunity for us to learn. It will always present lessons, some by choice, and some it's going to give you no matter what you decide to do. It's our opportunity to practice growth within it. You see, growth happens in difficulty. Time under tension is when growth happens. If that's how it works when you exercise in the gym, why would the world be any different? If you can handle yourself in a hard situation, what do you think will happen when the hard situation is gone? You will have become stronger. You will become more powerful. Everything is happening for you. Perspective is your way out. Gratitude is the process that you use to get there. It's time to start now. Why wouldn't you be going through the difficult thing? Often we ask that, why me? Why not you? Why don't we view ourselves as something that's here to handle hard things? Why don't we view ourselves as something that's here to grow instead of something that's not powerful, something that has no control, something that is just lost? If you let those go and start looking at yourself for what you truly are, an abundant being having a moment of a human experience that's here to grow, it changes everything. You start seeing how all of this is happening for you. That doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's fair. And it doesn't mean that you should be happy all the time. It's just for you to grow. That's it. There's no end to your growth. There's no end to your energy. And when you stop measuring yourself based on earthly situations, you can free yourself from the pain. You can free yourself from the anxiety, from the worry that the situation is causing you. Practice visualizing the good in the world. You will bring that energy within. As you start bringing that energy within, you will start putting it back into the world. As you do that, you start having flow state with the energy of your desire despite what is going on externally. That is true freedom. When no matter what is going on in the world, you can be at peace. There is nothing more powerful than that. There's no more free person than the person that gets to decide their energy, that has control of how they feel. That is a powerful person. That is who you truly are. As hard as it may be to accept, whatever it is you're going through, it is for you. It's not happening for you to receive anything. It's happening for you to grow. Now, of course, you can go through something difficult and receive something on the other end, but you shouldn't have to feel better. That shouldn't be your motivation to push through the hard thing because you'll receive something on the other end. Our motivation should always be internal growth. That doesn't mean we can't have things. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have things. You just shouldn't let those things be the reason that you get up. You shouldn't let those things be the reason you push yourself through difficult things. Because they're just things and they will never fulfill you. Nothing external in this world can truly fulfill you. It's all internal. It always has been and it always will. Use this opportunity. You are here for a reason. Why wouldn't you be the hero in this moment? Why wouldn't you be the one that knew this part would come in your life, that rose their hand anyway to show up, to handle it, to be the love where it doesn't exist? When you start thinking in those terms, unforgivingly, without shake, without falter, every single day you wake up, I'm here for a purpose. I'm the one that's supposed to solve this. I'm the hero of this journey. You start looking at the world differently. You start seeing all your growth. You start seeing your major impact when you go through these situations. Your inner dialogue is the frequency that you operate in. If you don't like your inner dialogue, raise your perspective, practice gratitude, find positive things, bring them within you, and start using that as your inner dialogue. It'll never be the external things that define you. It'll never be the external things that help you. It'll never be the external things that solve you. It's all within. Use this opportunity. Grow, become the greatest version of you, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode hits you at the right time so that you can make that shift and create your positive mindset. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. There's also the Positive Mindset Facebook group, which is open to anybody that wants to join that. That link is down there as well. If you are looking for more content, if you want to dive into abundance, I'm working on a new podcast called Unlock Your Abundance. It's a very similar format to this, but its focus is on creating abundance. Here, we are working on the positive mindset. We are shifting into positive energy. We are shifting into love. But on that podcast, we're untapping your abundance. If you want anything abundantly, it's the podcast for you. A little bit different message, a little bit different tone, and I'm excited to do it. The first episode is out now. There's a link down below if you want to listen to it on Spotify or iTunes. There's the links for that down below. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. I'm so thankful for everyone's support, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.